There's just so much room to grow. Just a wide open sky and a clear sun. And it's hard. It's hard. To have a full-time job is hard. It's not that hard, but it's hard enough to stop most people from pursuing their dream. I had a vision the other day of this app, and it was very scary to start, and I went through hell to finish, but I did it. And I can keep going, but I thought I'd take a moment to reflect. Anyway, the fate of the world is at stake. I mean, we have AI coming online, and it potentially could change the entire trajectory of human evolution and power, governments, everything. And I have to navigate all of that. And you do too. And you can sit on the sidelines or you can do something about it. I'll say this. Alcoholics Anonymous had a meeting one time in California where I went to and other men went to, and men I respected went to. And they all sat around a room, and it was like more than just military, more than alcoholics. It was a group of men that agreed to show up to a certain spot, and they were all seemingly taking life seriously. That's what it was. And I think you should be joyful and you should play every day. But there's a time where we should be serious. We should meet and we should be deathly serious about what we're trying to accomplish as a team. What do we all agree we should be working toward? What are the relevant things we need to discuss and accomplish, etc. And I was disappointed when it ultimately devolved into a discussion only about alcohol. Now, I do think it's if you're stuck there and you want to get sober, then okay. But where's the next level? Like, how do we go from, yeah, you can go from alcoholic to sober and you can obsess about that range of being, but where is the meeting to go from sober, like where it's a God, it's given that we're sober and I mean, and you can even drink a little bit, but at the end of the day, like, where do we get from sober to godlike or control of ourselves to control of our reality? Where's that meeting? where all the best men and women, but maybe we separate it. I don't know. Where's the meeting where we all come together with the common aim of becoming as effective as possible at a goal of why can't we all agree on the idea of changing things on earth to be more like heaven and taking that extremely seriously and just, I mean, not all the time, but once a week or once a month, we get together and we fucking say, these are the names and locations of the people that are struggling on the street. Um, we've calculated this person just needs $37. This person over here just needs a shower and a bath. This person over here smells this bad. We just fucking systematically fucking attack it. This person over here needs help. And sometimes you don't need help. Sometimes you got to do it yourself. Maybe you do have to work that shitty job to learn that lesson, to pay for that thing. And that's all part of the American scheme. But what can we do? Why won't we embrace our power to change things for the better? Where we all systematically work together for the obvious betterment of everyone. So things that are unanimous, things that we can all agree. We can disagree about millions of things, and it might not even be productive to focus on those disagreements. But what can we all agree on? And then maybe we'll disagree on priorities, but we can have a ranking system and we can all agree on who is qualified to rank up based upon their actions. And then we can have a hierarchy. That's why we need a leader. We need a king or a rightful ruler, or it could be a senate. I don't fucking know. But we gotta have organization, accountability. This person over here is a mathematical genius, hasn't done anything. What's going on? Like, and I think AI could play a role if we use it correctly. It could keep track of everyone at once. But we don't, even without that, um, I just want us to do better. Like I'm reading a book called Upgrade by Blake Crouch, and it's a lot different than the movie. But there's a line in it where he's smarter than everyone. It's like Flowers for Algernon, where he's just a genius all of a sudden. And he's noticing the changes. And one of the changes he notices is he meets another genius who has the same genetic engineering that he does. And he's so thankful that he's not talking to someone who's slow compared to himself. And they can actually finish each other's sentences and get going. If I finish someone's sentence, they think I'm being rude when the amount of patience it takes for me to not do that is 100,000 times more than they probably appreciate. And sometimes I won't even finish your sentence. I'll let you talk. But believe me, I know what you're going to say 99% of the time. And I want to be able to communicate faster. I want to be able to give commands and have them executed. I don't want to waste my prime. That's my whole thing is I don't want to do this thing that we're all doing where old men run the world. I don't want to do it. I think young men should run the world and fight their own battles, like the gladiator. I'll try to be the best old man I can be when that time comes. The way I see it, I don't want to get too carried away, but let's stick to the very basics. Why can't we all meet like AA, but move past the obvious and into the creation? Like AA is about subtracting the self-destruction. And I'm talking about what about the creation phase? What about where's the plan? If Rome is run by twin psycho emperors that everyone wants to overthrow, where's the coup? Where's the treason? Where is it? Where do I have to go? What do I have to do? I want to make things better. I do not accept things as they are. And that maybe that's a problem with me because um, life is the way it is, and I can't change that. I can change myself, so that's what I'm doing. That's why this symbol is not about changing the world anymore. It's about changing me. And in doing so, I am part of the world and I have the most control over myself. So that's the plan, or that's the plan I've been doing. But ultimately, I don't, I mean, I would have to, I suppose, have my own company and be able to pay people. But there was something beautiful about that AA meeting where they all agreed to come there. And they all drove their own cars and paid for their own lives on their own time and they gave up time to help others. There was something so good about it. And this was one meeting. Most meetings, and I'm not an AA person. I mean, I don't go anymore. But there was that one glimmer of hope where I thought, are we about to take over the world? Like, is that what we're doing? Because that's what they were acting like until they started really talking. But the beginning of the seriousness of you're the secretary, you're the this, like giving people power and having a structure, we need that. I'm not talking about your local town hall meeting. I mean, go to that too and do exactly what you can do there. But we need our own peaceful war room. Call it a peace room. I can't be the only one that feels this way. I know that most people are somewhat lost. You walk around waiting for a a pit to get you. There's so many pitfalls in this life set up for you to fall into this rabbit hole or this addiction or this product, this financial scheme, this job, this career, this hobby. There's all these things that might get you. Why not join an organization that is focused on your personal development? You know? And I got to come down to earth, right? I got to stay grounded before I get too far ahead of myself. But it would be nice to have one meeting of more than one person where we seriously discuss what are you doing with your life and why. Yes, you have to wade through stuff every day, but at the end of the day, what are you trying to accomplish? And how can I help you get there? There's something beautiful about everyone showing up in their best attire and on their best behavior and on time and with orders of business, with treasuries and my my ice cubes agree with me. Um, let's let's aim for that. We the people, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity. My name is Maxwell Lawrence Chan, and I'm the Prince of Cloudland.